is KHorner. I would like to talk about my greatest obsession, the Apple iPod. I have been a music fan for as long as I can remember and owned hundreds of CDs. When I heard about the Apple iPod, of course, I was very intrigued. The thought that I could have my complete music library in the palm of my hand was unbelievable to me. Never mind the fact that my music collection could travel with me wherever I would go. Since buying my first iPod several years ago, I have since bought two others. I currently own the Classic and the Nano, and I'm dangerously close to buying my third iPod, the iTouch. We will talk about the different versions of the iPod a little later in the presentation. Right now, I would like to discuss a little iPod history. I would like to briefly go over a few key dates in iPod history. The original iPod was released October 23rd of 2001. In 2002, iPods became compatible with Windows. The original iPods were only compatible with Macintosh computers. In 2005, Apple introduced their Video, Nano, and Shuffle versions. They expanded their iPods, which could make it easier to find an iPod to fill almost anyone's wants and needs. Then, in 2007, the currently most popular iPod was released, the iTouch. Again, the original iPod was released October 23rd of 2001, with only 5 and 10 gigabytes available. At most, it was capable of holding 1,000 songs, which is nothing compared to the 40,000 songs the comparable iPod, the Classic, can hold now. It had a 10-hour battery life, only Macintosh compatible. With the limitations of only being compatible with Macintosh computers, the iPod customer base was limited. The original iPod had a steep $399 price tag. Next, I would like to talk about all the current iPod models that were introduced to the public September 1st of this year. These models clearly show how far Apple has come with their iPods. The Shuffle was first introduced in 2005. The most recent version has the following key features. Holds 2 gigabytes worth of music, which is approximately 500 songs, has a 15-hour battery life, a small $49 price tag. The clip-on design makes this iPod wearable. Many different color options. Because of its size, this iPod is ideal when you're working out. Like the Shuffle, the Nano was first introduced in 2005. It has an FM tuner which includes live pause. With live pause, you can pause and rewind up to 15 minutes worth of music. The tuner shows the artist, the song title, or the program you are listening to. The Nano has 7 color options, 8 and 16 gigabyte options which can hold 2,000 songs or 7,000 digital photos for the 8 gig version, and 4,000 songs or 14,000 digital photos for the 16 gigabyte version. This version has a 24-hour battery life. These versions sell for $149 and $179. Other key selling points would be Shake to Shuffle. You can shake your iPod to shuffle the songs. It also has a pedometer to track your walking steps. And now, this version has a touchscreen menu. The Classic has 2 color options. This iPod has a 160 gigabyte hard drive which holds 40,000 songs, 25,000 photos, or 200 hours of video. It has a 36-hour battery life. The $249 price tag is a huge cry from the original $399 price tag. This iPod comes with 3 games and the option of buying more on iTunes, which we will discuss a little later in the presentation. The iTouch was originally introduced in 2007. It is available in either 8, 32, or 64 gigabyte versions. Depending on the version you choose, it can hold anywhere from 1,750 to 14,000 songs and or have 10 to 80 hours worth of video. Wi-Fi allows you to check emails, update and view social networking sites like Facebook, or even just surf the internet. It has HD video recording, and as you could probably tell by the name, it has a touch screen. Depending once again on the version you choose, it can have either a $229 up to a $399 price tag. Updated graphics which allow game playing much easier, And Steve Jobs, the CEO of Apple, recently said in the news conference in September 1st that the iTouch is the iPhone without the phone. Next, I would like to talk about iTunes. iTunes is one central location for all of your entertainment needs. iTunes has a library where you can store all of your songs, photos, and movies. You can create playlists of certain music genres or even create a playlist by the artist. iTunes has a store where you can buy all individual songs, albums, music videos, TV sitcoms, movies, audiobooks, and games, just to name a few. It also has a feature where you can import your CDs to your iTunes library, which can then be put onto your iPod. iPods currently have many accessories that can be purchased. Covers can be purchased with many different colors and designs as a way to personalize your iPod. Clips and armbands can also be purchased, which allows you to listen to your iPod at ease while walking or even working out. Docking stations can be purchased which not only allows others to enjoy your music, but they will also charge the battery of your iPod. Some even serve as alarm clocks. Additionally, FM transmitters can be purchased if you select an iPod that does not have an FM tuner. Several different styles of headphones can also be purchased if you prefer not to use the earbuds that come along with your iPod. Also, it is no longer necessary to have a USB connector in your car. Several accessories can now be purchased to make playing your iPod in your car a reality. Apple has a great marketing strategy. In 2002, having their iPods Microsoft Windows compatible opened the door for many other customers. If Apple would have continued with only having their iPods compatible with Macintosh computers, I couldn't imagine that their sales would be as high as they are today. As we have seen in the presentation, Apple has many different versions of the iPod, which makes it easier to find an iPod to suit everybody's needs. September of each year, Apple releases new and improved versions of their iPods. This is key because this is just in time to get the word out before the Christmas sales of the year. One key note is rarely will you see an Apple product on sale. It doesn't seem to slow anyone down from buying the iPod though. This to me speaks volumes of the great product and marketing strategy that Apple has. iPod has come a long way since the first 3 years. iPod sales struggled in the first 3 years, which I think is partly due to the fact the first year they were only Macintosh compatible. Once their product became more versatile and could be used with Microsoft Windows, their sales began to increase dramatically. The first 3 years, Apple only sold 100 to 200,000 units per quarter. Now Apple is selling 10 to 20 million units per quarter. I feel this is partly due to the many versions available and because of all the updates and improvements that are made each year. I myself struggle not to want to update my versions from time to time. Another contributor to the sales could be the accessories currently available. The customer is no longer limited to listening to their iPod with their headphones. They can now listen to their iPod over their car speakers or even purchase external speakers so multiple people can listen. Additionally, many cars are now made with USB ports so your iPod can be played with the car speakers. Most aftermarket stereos are now iPod ready. Even though the new iPods were just released, I cannot help to wonder what Apple has in store for us next year. Thank you.